Gents, welcome back to the channel. Now today I wanted to talk about something that I scrolled across on social media, and it was an inspiring message, so I figured that I would come on here and articulate my thoughts around this message with the hope that it gives some value to the viewer. Now, as I said, I was scrolling through social media and I found a post, and it essentially said, in quotes, "I would die for my family," and it was a picture of a man, a motivated man who said that he would step up for his family if he needed to. And it was one of those posts where you can swipe through lots of different pictures. And the next post said, "But would you eat healthy for them?" And the next post said, "But would you train really hard and get into good shape for them?" And the next post said, "Would you wake up early for them?" And the next post said, "Would you work really, really hard in your job for them?" And the next post said, "Would you build your relationships with them for them? Would you work on improving those relationships for them?" Now you can start to see a picture here. I think one thing, particularly in the man space, that I see a lot of is hypotheticals. If this situation arose, I would do this. If it ever came to defending my family, I would do this. But a question for you, if you are one of those people who holds those sort of things in high levels of importance, what are you actively doing today to make sure that, if your family were ever attacked in a terrible situation, that you are actually competent enough to defend them? Have you attended some kind of martial arts class before? Do you have confidence in your ability to fight and defend, or is it just one of those things that you say and throw out there? Because it's really nice to have the intention to be a protector and the intention to be a provider and the intention to, if absolutely necessary and hopefully never necessary, defend your family. You will. But when it actually comes to it, when it actually comes to that physical confrontation, and you've set this bar that you're going to be this protector and this defender, are you equipped? Are you neglecting your health through consistently terrible dietary choices? Snacking away at the Doritos, milkshakes multiple times a week, burgers, chips, those sweet treats that we all love so much. Are you overindulging? Are you not training as frequently as you should be? Are you not training at all? Are you not training hard enough? Are you putting yourself in the best condition that you could possibly be in? These are important questions because, look, you can start to see it's a bit of a domino effect. Everything you don't do is one domino that gets knocked down, and it kind of multiplies. If you have a poor choice in your diet, a poor variety of food in your diet, your physique's going to take a kicking, and coupled with not training together, it's a nasty, nasty combination. You're going to be in bad shape. And because you're in bad shape physically, you're going to be in bad shape mentally. So look, start to, right now, identify a list of different areas in your life that could be improved. Maybe you're in semi-decent shape. Are you in excellent shape? Are you in the best shape you've ever been in? If not, why not? If not, why not? What are the things that you need to do to put yourself in tip-top condition? Now, the point of this is not to potentially defend your family one day. Let's hope that that never, ever arises. Let's hope that there's never, ever a situation where you need to do that. But look, if you're a person that is inspired by the external things, such as potential family, if you've not got a family right now, as in kids and a wife to defend, look to the future. One day you might do. Isn't it a good idea to be in phenomenal shape to defend them if you ever needed to, and to set an example to your future children of a healthy lifestyle, and to set an example of things that should and shouldn't be done? You don't want to be the dad that's raising their kids to eat McDonald's, who's raising their kids to eat chocolate every single day and have crisps whenever they like and lots of different cakes and that sort of thing. No, you want to be the dad that's giving them a proper education on healthy food, unhealthy food, healthy lifestyle, unhealthy lifestyle, and putting them in the best position possible to thrive, putting them in the best position possible to have a healthy life, to the point where they turn 18, 19, 20, and they're equipped, you know? They don't need you. That's the job, ultimately. But if you're not getting your house in order, as Dr. Peterson would say, if you're not getting your house in order and tidying up your room and making sure that, you know, your life isn't full of chaos and it's ordered and it's structured, your physique is on point, your diet's on point, your mental is on point, then don't expect to be this hero one day. You know, forget one day. Make this day one of the change in mindset, the change in mentality, the change in attitude. You know, stop projecting too far to the future. If X happened, I would do that. Why don't you just start now? Why don't you just start getting in wonderful shape today? For you, for your health, for your happiness, for your confidence, but also for your future family, to set a great example of what a healthy physique looks like, to set a great example of what a balanced diet looks like. You know, it's bigger than just you. So look, if you are a person that looks to the future, and you are a person that thinks that one day I'd like to have a family and I'd like to defend that family if I ever needed to, and I want to be strong for that family, as much as it might not be around the corner right now, as much as you might not be able to see it, time goes really quickly. And if you're in bad shape right now, don't just expect to all of a sudden, when your child's born, get into good shape. It's entirely possible. But one thing I talk about a lot on this channel is that habits are built over time. Habits are built over a long period of time. And the longer you spend engaging in a habit, the harder it is to shake it off. So if you've been eating bad and not training for 10 years, don't expect to turn into Hulk Hogan within your first 6 months of training. That's not how it works. So start to do the things now in order to build the life that you want now rather than in 10 years' time. You know, in 10 years' time, you might want an ideal. So let's say we have a scale. Here's your ideal. Here's where you are now. Okay? And there's a 10-year gap in between. Don't wait 10 years to get to your ideal. Build your ideal now. Obviously, we have to be realistic. You know, we have to be smart, we have to be sensible, we have to look after our health and don't overtrain and don't undereat and these sorts of things. But rather than just waiting to be great, just be great now, or work towards greatness now. And then when that time comes by and you've got that family unit and you have a wife and kids, a home, responsibilities, you're ready. You've been ready for years. You know, do these things. Get into shape, eat healthy foods, train hard, work hard, have good spending habits, invest for who you will become because of those things. Forget about the outcome. Forget about the outcome. We're often inspired by money, getting into great shape, how we'll look, the number in our bank account. And think about this. Think about the process from where you are right now to where you want to be. And think about how that process along the way will change you. Think about the man you will become because of that process. Start to look at it in a different way. So what will this make of me? Jim Rohn spoke about this a lot. He said, don't do things just because of the outcome. Do them because of what it will make of you to achieve them. And he's right. He's right, but don't wait 10 years to become the protector, to become the defender, to become the man. Start now. Start now, and in 10 years' time, you'll be very grateful. But look, guys, that's all I've got for today. If there is one thing that I hope you've taken from this video, it's to start working on the things that you know at some point you're going to need to have sorted out now, because habits are built over time, and the longer you spend engaging in a bad habit, the harder it is to shake off. So look, start getting your house in order. Start working on the physique, start working on healthy, balanced diet. Get rid of those bad habits. Start doing that stuff now so that in 10 years' time, 5 years' time, however long, you're ready. Okay, put yourself in a really good position for that moment that you're waiting for. Anyway, guys, look, I really hope that you took some value from this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, comment your thoughts down below. There is a free men's Discord community that I'm running. If you're interested in that, the link's down below. All you got to do is click on it and join the group. And as always, if you are interested in one-to-one coaching with me, the link's down below. Book yourself a slot and I will see you on the other side. Thank you for your time and attention, and I will see you in the next one.